Title: Created out of space. From the Big Bang to Eternity. Author: Graciela Vega. Annotations by Angela Ramsier. Copyrights from Graciela Vega. Publisher: Publish Drive.
Chapter 1. From the Big Bang to Eternity. Welcome to Created Out of Space. In this captivating journey, we will ponder the enigmas of the universe and delve into the concepts of space and eternity. Let's navigate the vast expanse of space and contemplate the nature of the cosmos. During the 1920s, a scientific upheaval occurred with the unveiling of quantum mechanics illuminating the behavior of particles at minuscule levels. Concurrently, Einstein's general theory of relativity portrayed the vastness of the cosmos. The challenge arose where quantum mechanics intersected with general relativity, grappling with the dynamics of both the infinitesimal and the immense. The probabilistic nature of particle behavior at small scales, as delineated by quantum mechanics, contrasts with the grandeur of the universe governed by Einstein's general theory of relativity, leading to a captivating interplay. At the instance of the Big Bang, when the entire universe compressed to atomic dimensions, arose the imperative to harmonize the physics of the universe with that of the colossal. The vacuum of space is not as empty as it might seem. It's a seething ocean of quantum fluctuations. These fluctuations represent differences that occur spontaneously. This phenomenon is a main ingredient of quantum field theory and suggests that space itself is dynamic and alive with potential. As we extend quantum mechanics to the cosmic fabric of space, a remarkable phenomenon ensues: the emergence of quantum foam, a dynamic, fluctuating process occurring on the tiniest scales of space and time. The Higgs boson unraveling the cosmos. The Higgs boson, a fundamental particle within the standard model of particle physics, plays a pivotal role in the fabric of our universe. At its core, the Higgs boson is responsible for imparting mass to other particles. Its existence was first hypothesized in the 1960s by physicist Peter Higgs and fellow scientists. To detect this elusive particle, scientists at CERN embarked on groundbreaking experiments using the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, the largest and most powerful particle accelerator. Within the LHC, Protons are accelerated to nearly the speed of light and then collided, recreating conditions akin to those that existed mere fractions of a second after the Big Bang. In these high-energy collisions, a vast array of particles emerges, including the enigmatic Higgs boson. By meticulously analyzing the debris resulting from these collisions, scientists can infer the presence of the Higgs boson through its decay products. This discovery marked a significant milestone in particle physics. Beyond its theoretical importance, the Higgs boson provided crucial insights into the fundamental forces and particles that govern our universe. It also shed light on the mechanisms behind mass generation, offering a deeper understanding of the origins and structure of the cosmos. However, the experiment's scope extended beyond the search for the Higgs boson alone. Its broader goal was to unravel the mysteries of the universe by mimicking the extreme conditions of the early cosmos, particularly those reminiscent of the primordial Big Bang. The equilibrium of the cosmos. The forces that sculpt the cosmos. In the vast expanse of space, the fundamental forces of nature conduct a symphony of stars. These forces not only bind celestial bodies, but also govern the universe's expansion and contraction. Stars, born from cosmic dust, cool and dance with the universe's expansive forces, creating a dynamic night sky. Harmony in the early cosmos, galaxies, and black holes. The James Webb Telescope has discovered a relationship between early galaxies and their massive central black holes, offering clues to the origins of black holes and their role in galaxy evolution. Black holes, far from being mere voids, are balanced with galaxies and dark energy, which propels the universe's expansion. This equilibrium suggests a profound connection between these dense objects and the universe's most pervasive force, inviting deeper exploration into the nature of reality. Galactic evolution. Insights from the James Webb Telescope. The telescope has revolutionized our view of galaxies. No longer seen as static, galaxies are dynamic, evolving with the universe. The telescope's observations, like weather patterns on distant planets and hints of life on K2-18b, highlight the interconnectedness of cosmic structures. The dynamic dance of galaxies, profoundly affecting their structure and star formation. These encounters recycle material and shape new galaxies, unveiling galaxy formation and expansion. The telescope has revealed numerous bright galaxies, challenging our cosmic evolution model. As we look back in time, we see fewer galaxies, confirming the universe's expansion, a concept dating back to Edwin Hubble's work. The expanding universe. A symphony in equilibrium. The universe's expansion is a state of equilibrium, finely tuned by gravity, dark matter, and dark energy, allowing for the formation of galaxies, stars, and life from the singularity. The Planck summary. Bridging mass, dark matter, and dark energy. The Planck mission offered a profound synthesis of the universe's composition, revealing that ordinary matter, what we perceive and interact with, constitutes a mere 5% of the cosmos. The remaining 95% is composed of dark matter, which accounts for approximately 27%, and dark energy, making up 68%, which has in 2025 proved to be 96%. These findings underscore a cosmic balance, a web of interconnected forces and materials shaping a universe that is dynamic and continually evolving. This cosmic tapestry is not static. It evolves as we deepen our gaze into the heavens and uncover the mysteries of mass, dark matter, and dark energy. As we contemplate these cosmic phenomena, let us transcend the speed of light and ponder eternity. Faster than the speed of light. Consider the galaxy Gion Z11, one of the most distant known galaxies. Its light, emitted 13.4 billion years ago, will slowly fade. The expansion of space carries it away from Earth faster than the speed of light. Now let's peer into the depths of dark energy. Dark energy ensures the exponential growth of space. Picture an imaginary spaceship hurtling through space at nearly the speed of light. By the 200th year of its journey, the rest of the universe will have aged exponentially. The once visible galaxies will statistically vanish, leaving the spaceship to navigate an ever-expanding cosmos. Galaxies situated at distances ranging from 46 to 61 billion light-years are currently beyond the speed of light from Earth. Those beyond 61 billion light-years in light cannot be observed from Earth, and more than 96.7% of galaxies observable today have already vanished. The light emitted by these distant galaxies are far from Earth, and even if traveling to them at the speed of light, a significant portion is already beyond. The number of galaxies within current reach is estimated at more than 60 billion. As the universe expands, an increasing amount of empty space accelerates the expansion process, creating a cycle of exponential growth. If we once again assume that our own Milky Way galaxy represents an average type of galaxy, we can calculate that there are roughly 150 billion stars born per year in the entire universe in the beginning of 2000s. This corresponds to about 400 million stars born per day, or 4,800 stars per second. And of course, increasing. The exploration of the enigmas of the universe leads us to the captivating concept of the multiverse. From many theories to the potential connections through black holes, the multiverse tantalizes our imagination. Our imaginary spaceship continues traveling through space. The eternal tapestry of the cosmos. In the grand cosmic narrative, the fabric that predates the Big Bang is not merely a backdrop to the universe. It is the essence of eternity itself, transcending the very concept of beginning and end. From this timeless expanse, our universe emerged, manifesting its own destiny to be eternal. As we traverse the path of understanding, we uncover that the universe is not a fleeting moment, but a continuum, an everlasting phenomenon. It is a realm where every end is a new beginning, and every beginning harks back to an ancient, infinite, enduring origin. Traveling in space. Space and travel. Join us in pondering the possibilities of space travel. Gerard O'Neill's vision from the 1970s suggested that we can colonize space responsibly, securing humanity's future without harming our current home, Earth. In the spirit of exploration and adaptation, we believe in navigating the cosmos while keeping Earth a paradise. Enjoy the journey, embrace the mysteries, and let the wonders of space and eternity extend your imagination. Chapter 2. Universal Connections. Made of Stars. Introduction. Welcome to Universal Connections, the episode that explores the profound links between the universe and our very existence. Today, we're diving into the fascinating notion that we are, quite literally, made of stardust. Our journey begins with a reflection on the eternal rhythm of the cosmos. As we delve into the mysterious connections between our hearts, the universe's rhythms, and the origins of our consciousness from the very fabric of space-time itself, we find a harmony that transcends time. Segment 1. The stardust in our veins. Have you ever wondered where the elements that make up your body come from? Let's start with the iron in our blood. This essential element, critical for carrying oxygen through our bodies, wasn't always a part of Earth. In fact, it was created in the core of massive stars during their supernova explosions recycle. These cosmic events, some of the most powerful in the universe, scatter elements like iron, calcium, and oxygen across space. The creation of stars and their recycle is a cosmic cauldron where nuclear reactions create heavier elements from lighter ones. This material coalesced to form the sun, the planets, and everything on them, including us. So, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, and the oxygen you breathe were all born in throes of stars' formation and recycle. Segment 2. The eternal rhythm. The connection to eternity doesn't end with our physical composition. There's a poetic symmetry in how our bodies function and how the universe behaves. Take, for example, the rhythm of our hearts. The heart's regular beat is a complex interplay of electrical signals and muscle contractions. This pulsating rhythm can be seen as a microcosmic reflection of the universe's fluctuations. Contraction and expansion. From the cyclical patterns of stars recycling to the pulsations of distant quasars, the universe is filled with rhythmic patterns. Many scientists and philosophers draw parallels between these cosmic cycles and our own biological rhythms, suggesting that our very existence is in tune with the broader universe. This idea of interconnected rhythms extends to the circadian rhythms that relate the sleep-wake cycles, which are influenced by the rotation of Earth and its orbit around the Sun. We are, in many ways, synced with the universe. Segment 3. Minds born from cosmic beginnings. Now, let's take a leap into the origins of our consciousness. There's a profound idea that our minds are not just a product of biological evolution on Earth, but are also intricately linked to its infinite origin as well. The concept here is that the fundamental principles that led to infinity's formation also set the stage for the emergence of consciousness. The very fabric of space-time, quantum fluctuations in eternity's universe destiny early moments, and the laws of physics, all of these elements created conditions that eventually led to the development of life and consciousness. Actually, some theories propose that consciousness arises from quantum states within our brains, suggesting a deep connection to the universe quantum fabric. In this view, our thoughts and experiences are not just isolated phenomena, but are part of an endless continuum that stretches back to Big Bang very origins. Our minds may well be also connected to the outside the dimension before the Big Bang, the realm before infinity began where seeds for everything, including consciousness, were sown.
Chapter 3, Consciousness and Space. Let's delve into the intriguing concept of consciousness. Panpsychism challenges the conventional view by suggesting that consciousness is not confined to complex brains. Instead, it proposes that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the entire cosmos, from the smallest particles to the grandest galaxies. As we journey through the theories of consciousness, from higher-order theories to global workspace theories, we're faced with the complexity of understanding our own awareness. Could consciousness extend beyond the confines of our brains, connecting us to the fabric of the universe itself? Here are some theories on consciousness. Theories proposing that creation or consciousness comes from outside space often fall into the realm of speculative or philosophical ideas rather than established scientific theories. It's a fact that humanity can travel within the past and future history and look into the universe, defying the laws of space and time from one locality. Real scenarios serve as mirrors, reflecting how consciousness is intertwined with our experiences. The material world is a manifestation of this higher reality. Recent research has refined the hypothesis, suggesting a 50-50 chance that we live in a simulation. As we explore the connection between physical space and perceptual space, physics and philosophy grapple with how we perceive our surroundings. A new paradigm may be necessary to accommodate both mind and consciousness within physics. This paradigm could involve a new dimensional model, associating mental states or including consciousness as a fundamental aspect of physical reality. The profound connection between consciousness and ethics. Exploring consciousness and ethics takes us on a journey of introspection and discovery. At the core of this exploration lies the essence of consciousness, a realm of self-awareness, perception, and subjective experience, shaping our understanding of right and wrong. Within the depths of the human psyche resides an innate moral compass, guiding our ethical judgments and decision-making processes. Empathy, moral reasoning, and cognitive mechanisms form the foundation of this internal guidance system, influencing our interactions with the world and those around us. As we contemplate the evolution of consciousness and its implications for ethical progress, we recognize the reciprocal nature of growth. An elevated ethical awareness fosters consciousness, inspiring ethical advancement and societal transformation. Conversely, a broader consciousness enhances our capacity for ethical reflection, driving us toward greater moral knowledge. We suggest introspection and continued exploration, acknowledging that consciousness and ethics remain inexorably linked, offering contemplation and growth. Consciousness, ethics, and space. Interconnectedness. Quantum physics challenges classical notions of locality, suggesting an interconnectedness that transcends traditional spatial boundaries. This interconnectedness resonates with ethical considerations. Our actions ripple through the fabric of existence, affecting others and the ecosystem. As further exploration uncovers hidden dimensions within ourselves, it parallels the vast expanse of space. Ethics and eternity. Aristotelian virtue ethics. Aristotle's idea of eudaimonia suggests that virtuous living leads to a fulfilling life, akin to an eternal state of well-being. Kantian deontology. Kant posited that ethical actions align with an eternal moral law, a duty performed according to universal principles. Consequentialism. This perspective holds that our actions contribute to an eternal chain of events, with ethical behavior having a lasting impact. Existentialism. Existential philosophers argue that individuals create their own meaning through choices, a form of self-authored eternity. Eastern philosophies. The concept of karma in Hinduism and Buddhism links ethical behavior to an eternal cycle of rebirth, influencing one's future lives. Conclusion. Eternity illuminating ethics. The notion of eternity casts a profound ethical considerations. As we contemplate the vastness of time, stretching infinitely, we recognize the enduring consequences of our actions. Eternity serves also as a mirror, reflecting the ethical choices we make. It compels us to consider not only the immediate effects but also the lasting impact. These perspectives provide a multifaceted view of how ethical behavior might relate to eternal existence, and a mental extra dimension. From achieving the highest form of human good to aligning with eternal moral laws, together, they form a coherent narrative that connects the exploration of the cosmos and eternity with our ethical and dynamic conduct.
Chapter 4. The magnetism of the Earth. Welcome to this episode where we delve into the wonders of Earth's magnetism and its extraordinary role in our solar system and beyond. Imagine a shield, vast and invisible, stretching thousands of miles into the void of space. This is Earth's magnetosphere, a guardian that stands watch over our planet. It deflects the relentless solar wind and spares us from the barrage of charged particles. Without this protective embrace, our atmosphere would be at the mercy of the sun's fury, and life, as we know it, could not thrive. Suspended within this magnetic fortress are the Van Allen belts, regions teeming with trapped particles. These belts act as a buffer, absorbing and deflecting energetic particles, ensuring that only a fraction of the sun's destructive power reaches our serene blue world. Beneath our feet, the story of Earth's magnetism continues. The planet's core is a dynamic realm where molten metals churn in a relentless dance. It is here, in the fiery crucible of the outer core, that the geodynamo breathes life into the magnetic field. This process is Earth's correlation, unique among the terrestrial planets, within the rhythm of the molten flows. As we gaze towards the poles, we witness one of nature's most enchanting spectacles, the auroras. These ethereal lights are a visual symphony, a testament to the interactions between Earth's magnetic field and the solar wind. They are a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet's magnetic environment. The Earth's magnetic field is not static, it is a living entity. Throughout geological time, it has reversed its polarity, with the magnetic north and south poles swapping places. These geomagnetic reversals are etched into the planet's archives, a testament to the Earth's dynamism. But perhaps the most profound aspect of Earth's magnetism is its role in fostering life. By mixing our world with the different forces, the magnetic field has created a haven where life could emerge and flourish. It is a cradle for biodiversity, a haven in the vastness of space. As we conclude this chapter, let's reflect on the magnetic field's significance. It is not just a navigational aid for explorers or a spectacle for the eyes. It is a fundamental power that has shaped the destiny of our planet, making Earth a special paradise of life in the universe. Chapter 5. Final chapter. As we reach the conclusion of this journey, tracing the threads of the cosmos from its fiery inception to its endless horizon, we find ourselves at a profound juncture. The changes in our world, social, environmental, and technological, are not isolated phenomena. They are deeply interwoven with the cosmos, a reflection of its evolving dance of forces. The cosmos is not merely a backdrop to our existence, but an intimate participant in our story. The elements in our bodies were forged in ancient stars, and the very life force within us pulses in rhythm with the celestial cycles. Yet, our relationship with this grand universe has always been mediated by two intertwined forces, our environment and our genetics. Now, we stand on the threshold of an era where artificial intelligence promises to transform our reality. AI offers us tools of unprecedented power, the ability to analyze vast cosmic data, model environmental impacts, and even assist in decoding the mysteries of our genetic code. In many ways, AI could help humanity become more attuned to the cosmos, amplifying our understanding and enabling us to make choices aligned with the universal rhythms. But here lies an intriguing paradox. While AI may excel in processing speed, logic, and precision, it lacks a fundamental element, the innate connection to the cosmos. The question, then, is not whether AI can aid humanity, but whether it can ever truly align with the cosmos. To understand this, we must consider the realm of quantum physics, a field that challenges our very perception of reality. Quantum mechanics reveals a universe of entanglement and infinite possibilities. It suggests that the cosmos is not just a vast expanse of matter and energy, but a network of relationships, a web of interactions where the observer and the observed are inextricably linked. The cosmic relationship of machines remains an open question, a challenge to explore. Can machines ever resonate with the quantum dance of the universe, or will their reach always be limited by the boundaries of their programming? As we develop AI and other technologies, we must not only consider their utility, but also their harmony with the larger cosmic order. And so, we arrive at the ultimate questions. Can we, as creators, align with the cosmos and its eternal principles? Or can we forge new ways of interacting with the universe, paths that even the cosmos itself has not yet imagined? As we close this chapter, let us carry forward the awareness that we are not separate from the cosmos. Every thought, every innovation, and every question we pose contributes to the grand story of the universe. The answer lies within us and beyond us. It is limitless. This is the journey from the Big Bang to eternity. Let us dream with the stars and connect with the cosmos.
Part 2. Created out of space theory. Chapter 1. Beyond the boundaries of space. We begin with the understanding that existence isn't confined to the physical realm. Our essence transcends the spatial boundaries. This book delves into our profound connection with the cosmos. Expanded examples, astral projection and remote viewing. These practices exemplify our ability to connect with spaces beyond the immediate physical world. This suggests that our consciousness can transcend spatial limitations. Meditative states. Through meditation techniques, individuals often experience a sense of oneness with the universe, transcending time and space. This aligns with the idea that we are more than physical beings. We are cosmically connected entities capable of perceiving beyond the ordinary. Visualization exercises. Visualization, where one imagines and manifests different realities, taps into the concept that our minds can influence and create beyond the material world, effectively bending the threads of time and space. Chapter 2. The essence of transparency. This chapter explores the invisible forces and elements that shape our reality. Despite their lack of physical form, these transparent elements are fundamental to the structure of the universe. Expanded examples. Waves. Like magnetism, waves are an invisible force that profoundly affects our reality. Though we cannot see it, we experience its power in music, communication, electricity, and even in the shaping of matter through resonance frequencies. Gravity, another invisible force, though intangible, holds entire galaxies together and influences the movement of celestial bodies. Gravity shapes the cosmos. Water, the elixir of life, is a perfect embodiment of transparency. It flows effortlessly, adapting to its surroundings, yet it holds the power to carve mountains and sustain life. Its clarity allows us to see through it, yet its presence is undeniable and essential. The aura. In spiritual traditions, the aura is an invisible field that surrounds living beings. Though unseen by most, those who perceive it describe it as a manifestation of one's life force, akin to the invisible but essential elements that bind the universe. Just as love, intangible, also shapes our experiences.
Chapter 3. The quantum vacuum and particles become interconnected in such a way that the state of one particle instantly influences the state of the other, regardless of the distance between them. This phenomenon suggests a form of connection that transcends traditional spatial boundaries. In classical physics, objects are only influenced by their immediate surroundings, infinite fluctuations. Moving into the realm of quantum physics, this chapter explores the quantum vacuum and its infinite fluctuations, suggesting that space is far from empty. Instead, it is a vibrant field teeming with potential energy. Expanded examples. One of the most fascinating phenomena in quantum physics is quantum entanglement. This occurs when two particles. However, quantum entanglement shows that particles can be linked across vast distances, creating a network of connections that exist outside the conventional understanding of space. To visualize this, imagine two entangled particles as being connected by an invisible thread. When you tug on one end of the thread, the other end responds instantly, no matter how far apart the particles are. In the context of space-time, quantum physics suggests that space and time themselves might emerge from invisible fundamental quantum connections. This means that the fabric of the universe could be woven from these entangled particles, creating a complex web of interactions that define the structure of reality. Quantum foam. The concept of quantum foam suggests that at the smallest scales, space-time is turbulent and frothy, constantly bubbling with virtual particles that pop. This illustrates the dynamic and unpredictable nature of the quantum vacuum. Higgs field. The Higgs field, which gives particles their mass, demonstrates how the quantum vacuum interacts with the universe. It's another layer of reality that operates beyond what is visible, showing how space itself is a field of infinite possibility. Chapter 4. Science. As science continues to evolve, we are witnessing remarkable advancements in virtual creations, such as laboratory-grown food and cotton, as well as quantum transportation. Laboratory-grown food. In recent years, Scientists have developed methods to create food and cotton in laboratories. For instance, lab-grown meat is produced by cultivating animal cells in a controlled environment, eliminating the need for traditional livestock farming. This not only reduces the environmental impact, but also addresses ethical concerns related to animal welfare. Similarly, cotton can now be engineered in labs using precision breeding techniques. By manipulating the genetic makeup of cotton plants, researchers can produce high-quality fibers that are more sustainable and efficient. Quantum transportation. Quantum transportation, or quantum teleportation, is another groundbreaking development. This process involves transferring quantum information from one location to another using quantum entanglement. For example, scientists have successfully teleported quantum information over distances exceeding 1,200 kilometers using satellites. This technology has the potential to revolutionize communication and computing, paving the way for a quantum internet that is faster and more secure than our current systems. Imagine a world where the precise control of atomic diffusion leads to the creation of materials with unparalleled strength and durability. This is the promise of atomic diffusion research, revealing profound connections that exist at the atomic level, shaping the very fabric of our reality. These advancements illustrate how science is pushing the boundaries of the invisible, intertwining with the universe, and learning to harness the elements in a constructive way.
Chapter 5: Symbiosis of Light and Darkness. This chapter reflects on the delicate balance and interplay between light and darkness, showing how both forces are necessary for creation and existence. Expanded examples: Yin and Yang. The Taoist concept of yin and yang represents the interdependence of opposites. Light cannot exist without darkness, and vice versa. This idea mirrors the cosmic dance of light and dark discussed in this chapter. Photons and black holes. On a cosmic scale, the birth of photons in the heart of stars and their eventual consumption by black holes illustrates the symbiosis of light and darkness. The energy from stars gives life, while black holes, despite their darkness, contribute to the recycling of cosmic material. Sleep and wakefulness. On a biological level, our need for sleep, darkness, and wakefulness, light, exemplifies the balance required for life to flourish. Without this balance, our physical and mental well-being connects, reflecting the universal principle that light and darkness must coexist. In the vast expanse of space, where galaxies twirl like celestial dancers, there exists an ancient symbiosis, an intricate dance between light and darkness. This symbiotic force has always been woven into the very fabric of the universe. The invisible weave. Imagine a cosmic loom, its threads made of stardust and space. Light, radiant and fierce, weaves through the fabric, painting nebulae and illuminating planets. Darkness, mysterious and profound, follows closely, building and recycling the light. Together, they create a seamless tapestry, a cosmic cloak that drapes over existence itself. The eternal correlation. This symbiosis is life. It births stars in fiery explosions, their brilliance echoing across eons. It cradles black holes, voracious maws that devour light yet birth new possibilities. In this dance, life emerges, an endless connection that resonates through the cosmos. The closed eyes. When we gaze at the night sky, we're not merely observing distant stars, we're witnessing the interplay of space in existence. In this grand cosmic ballet, everything is connected, mirrors of light and darkness across space. Just as quantum connections link particles across vast distances, creating an invisible thread that transcends space, there exists a profound connection from created out of space to within it. This connection, originating from a realm beyond our conventional understanding, weaves through the very fabric of the universe. It binds the cosmos in a seamless web of interactions, illustrating a quantum relationship that bridges the gap between the outside and the full expanse of space. Imagine a network where every point is interconnected, not by physical proximity, but by an intrinsic bond that defies the conventional boundaries of space and time. This is the essence of quantum entanglement. In the grand tapestry of the universe, this connection serves as a reminder that the vastness of space is but a canvas for the intricate dance of cosmic forces, guided by principles that transcend the visible. Chapter 6: The Uniqueness of Existence. When we think about the fundamental forces in the universe, an intriguing idea arises from the concept of symmetry, like in the light and darkness symmetry. Nevertheless, in physics, isn't just about something looking the same on both sides, it's a deeper principle that suggests the laws of nature behave consistently, no matter how you look at them. Both concepts of symmetry can lead to the existence of certain physical properties, like magnetic poles. Imagine an electric charge, such as an electron, which generates an electric field around it. Now, due to a type of symmetry in the laws of physics, specifically called electromagnetic symmetry, this electric field can induce a magnetic field when the charge is in motion. This idea stems from the symmetrical relationship between electricity and magnetism. Moreover, most forces in nature can be understood as an exchange of particles. Take the electromagnetic force, for instance, which holds atoms together. It arises from the exchange of photons, particles of light, between charged particles. Even though these photons are not seen directly, their exchange is what causes the attractive or repulsive forces between charges. In this way, symmetry is seen in the exchange of particles. In summary, symmetry in physics, such as the symmetry between electric and magnetic fields, and the exchange of particles, underpins the forces that govern the interactions between matter. This structure reveals the hidden connections in the universe, where symmetry and exchange are key to understanding the forces that shape space. In the grand tapestry of the universe, symmetries and correlations weave a pattern. These exchanges and interactions create a harmonious balance, reflecting the intricate design of the cosmos. Yet, within this vast and interconnected cosmos, eternity ensures that every entity remains unique. Despite the symmetries that bind us and the correlations that link our fates, each being is a singular expression of the universe's infinite creativity. This uniqueness is not diminished by the universal laws that govern us, but is instead celebrated through the eternal dance of exchange and transformation. Every moment, every interaction, and every exchange contributes to the distinctiveness of each entity, making us all irreplaceable threads in the fabric of space. We are created out of space and are unique in the exchange of light and darkness, in the magnetism of the earth, in the genres and fluctuations of the seen and the unseen, the invisible and visible.
Chapter 7: Cosmology and Imagination. Moving forward, we explore the intersection of the seen and the unseen in creativity, such as in cosmology and art, a captivating realm where creativity and scientific wonder collide. Throughout history, artists have gazed at the night sky, capturing the essence of the cosmos in their masterpieces. Consider Vincent van Gogh's iconic Starry Night, where swirling stars and celestial energy come alive on canvas. And Leonardo da Vinci, who revealed nature with profound meaning, bridging the gap between art and science. But it's not just the classics. Contemporary digital artists continue to draw inspiration from the universe, creating stunning works that blend cosmic imagery with modern technology. These cosmic elements add an otherworldly flair to representations, allowing fashion enthusiasts to express their love for the universe through their clothing. Just as artists and designers adapt their creations to light and darkness, so too do we in our daily lives, choosing clothing that reflects the cosmos. As you journey through this cosmic dance, let the interplay of light and darkness awaken your senses, fuel your creativity, and remind you of the profound connection we share with the universe. Embrace the ebb and flow of this invisible force, and let it carry you across the cosmos, where the boundaries between the seen and the unseen dissolve, and pure creativity is born. Chapter 8: The use of light and darkness in art across cultures and history. Throughout human history, light and darkness have shaped how we see, feel, and express the world. This duality, sometimes called chiaroscuro, has been more than a visual technique. It has symbolized life and death, knowledge and mystery, spirit and matter. From the earliest civilizations to today's installations of LED light and digital art, the journey of light and darkness in art forms a continuous evolutionary history that connects East and West in surprising harmony. Ancient beginnings, light as divinity and balance in ancient Egypt. Light was synonymous with divinity. The sun god Ra embodied the essential force of life, and bright colors carried symbolic meaning more than physical realism. Human and divine figures shone with visual contrast, their power conveyed not by natural shadow, but by luminous clarity. Meanwhile, in ancient Greece and Rome, light began to serve naturalism. Greek artists pursued idealized human forms, while Roman frescoes experimented with shading and depth, hinting at realism through light and shadow. In the East, ancient China offered a contrasting philosophy. Rather than realism, artists sought balance. The interplay of light and mist in Tang and Song landscapes reflected the philosophy of yin and yang, light and dark as complementary, not opposing forces. Similarly, in ancient India, depictions of the Buddha radiated halos of enlightenment. Here, golden tones embodied spiritual knowledge, a light of wisdom rather than of physics. Medieval worlds, light as the divine and the infinite. The medieval West transformed light into a vision of heaven. Byzantine mosaics glowed with golden backgrounds, where light symbolized the eternal presence of God, far removed from earthly realism. In the Islamic world, light was made infinite through geometry and abstraction. Mosque interiors glimmered with patterns, calligraphy, and tiles that reflected divine radiance. Persian miniatures illuminated whole narratives with jewel-like colors, where light was symbolic, intellectual, and infinite. Traveling east again, we find Chinese ink painting using tonal washes of darkness and light to capture atmosphere, not physical illumination. Japanese sumi-e extended this further. Minimal brushstrokes in black ink evoked entire landscapes, embodying Zen's quiet harmony between light and darkness. Renaissance. Light becomes reality. The Renaissance in Europe marked a turning point. Light became a tool for realism. Artists such as Leonardo da Vinci perfected sfumato, blending light and dark to create lifelike presence. Michelangelo used shadow on stone to give his sculptures muscular vitality. In Northern Europe, Jan van Eyck captured reflections on glass, metal, and fabric with uncanny precision, revealing light's texture as much as its form. Baroque, light as drama. The Baroque era elevated contrast into spectacle. Caravaggio's tenebrism threw scenes into sharp beams and deep shadows, intensifying narrative drama. Light here was no longer background, it was a character itself, guiding emotion. At the same time, Ottoman and Persian art continued the sacred exploration of radiance. Mosque windows, gilded calligraphy, and miniature painting kept light as an emblem of divine infinity. 18th to 19th centuries, nature, emotion, and atmosphere. The Romantic period shifted light into nature's realm. Turner's storms and sunsets burned with emotional intensity, turning light into the sublime. Mughal miniatures in India glowed with jewel-like tones, where details shimmered with almost spiritual brilliance. Later, realism and impressionism sought truth in observation. Courbet studied how light touched everyday scenes, while Monet showed how one cathedral or haystack could transform under shifting light at different hours. Light here was fleeting, temporal, and alive. 20th century, abstraction, psychology, and artificial light. As the 20th century unfolded, East and West converged once again through experimentation. In Expressionism, artists like Edvard Munch used light and shadow to reveal inner turmoil. In abstraction, Rothko's color fields or Malevich's black square used light, or its absence, to convey profound emotional and philosophical depth. Black, once background, became subject, embodying void and infinity. Simultaneously, artists began to treat light itself as material. Installations by James Torrell and Dan Flavin turned physical light, fluorescent, artificial, and LED into the medium. Olafur Eliasson and other contemporary figures blurred art, science, and architecture by manipulating light and perception. In Japan, artists like Eiji Sumi explored transparency and water to extend the dialogue of illumination. Closing reflections, the eternal dance of light and dark from the sun of ancient Egypt to the halos of India, from Byzantine gold to Japanese sumi ink, from Renaissance sfumato to LED installations, humanity has never ceased to paint, sculpt, or project with light and shadow. Across cultures, East and West alike, light represents knowledge, divinity, power, and emotion, while darkness provides balance, mystery, and depth. Today, in a world illuminated by LEDs and digital screens, and dressed in the philosophical weight of black, we continue this same timeless story. The dance of light and darkness remains in art, uniting all ages and all cultures in an endless journey, an evolutionary history of human vision. It continues to illuminate our exploration of the cosmos and the invisible. Chapter 9: Final Words. Now, as we stand at the threshold of the unseen and the seen, we invite you to close your eyes and immerse yourself in the delicate fluctuations between the invisible and the vast expanse of space. In this space where light and darkness intertwine, the seeds of life are sown, nurtured by the silent exchanges of the universe. It is here, in the quiet dance of quantum fluctuations, that creation begins, where ideas take form and the invisible becomes the visible. As these forces converge, they ignite the spark of imagination, giving rise to art, music, science, and all forms of human expression. In this space where life emerges, we become creators ourselves, drawing from the same cosmic relation that shapes stars and galaxies. We channel this connection into our thoughts, our dreams, and our works, allowing the symbiosis of light and darkness to guide our hands and inspire the exchange. The invisible force, ever present yet elusive, resonates through us, weaving its way into the fabric of our creations, connecting us to the infinite. As you journey through this cosmic dance, let the interplay of light and darkness awaken your senses, fuel your creativity, and remind you of the profound connection we share with the universe. Embrace this invisible force and let it carry you across the cosmos, where the boundaries between the seen and the unseen go into the unlimited.
Chapter 10: Beyond the Horizon, Evolving with the Infinite Cosmos. In the boundless expanse of the universe, where the very essence of existence stretches beyond imagination, lies the core of our potential, created out of space, yet destined to transform it. As we stand at the edge of infinity, we are not merely observers but participants in the grand cosmic dance, with the power to adapt, evolve, and redefine what it means to be human. Our journey on Earth has been a testament to our ability to change, to mold ourselves and our environment in ways that once seemed unimaginable. We have evolved not just biologically, but technologically and culturally, expanding our reach and reshaping our world to suit our needs. Now, as we turn our gaze to the stars, the cosmos beckons us to take this evolution further, to adapt our very bodies to the vast, diverse environments that await us. In this limitless universe, we are offered the extraordinary opportunity to transcend the constraints of our earthly forms. The cosmos presents challenges unlike any we have faced, from extreme temperatures and radiation to the absence of gravity and the presence of alien atmospheres. But within these challenges lie the keys to our transformation. We are not bound by the bodies we were born with. We can evolve, altering our physiology to thrive in environments far removed from our home planet. Through the fusion of biology and technology, we can enhance our senses to perceive the unseen, strengthen our bodies to endure the unimaginable, and expand our minds to comprehend the incomprehensible. Genetic engineering, cybernetic enhancements, and other advanced technologies will enable us to adapt to the cosmos in ways that were once the stuff of science fiction. We will become beings capable of breathing in alien atmospheres, withstanding intense cosmic radiation, and thriving in the zero-gravity environments of distant planets. This is not just a physical adaptation, but a profound evolution of our species. As we merge with the cosmos, we will discover new forms of life and consciousness, unlocking the potential to become something greater than we ever imagined. Our bodies, once limited to the confines of Earth, will become vessels for exploration and discovery, allowing us to inhabit worlds beyond our wildest dreams. The universe is not merely a frontier to be explored, it is a crucible for our evolution. In embracing the infinite, we are called to reimagine ourselves, to break free from the limitations of our current form and to evolve into beings of the cosmos. The challenges we face are immense, but so too are the rewards: new realms of existence, new ways of being, and new horizons of thought and experience. As we close this chapter, we step into a future where the stars are not just distant points of light, but destinations we are prepared to reach and inhabit. The cosmos is ours to explore, to understand, and to become a part of. Let us embrace this boundless opportunity, for it is in the infinite that we will truly evolve. Thus, the story of our creation out of space becomes the story of our transformation into cosmic beings, adapting, evolving, and traveling in a universe without limits. Chapter 11. Final chapter, Mastering the Infinite, Immortality through the Cosmos. As we have evolved beyond the boundaries of Earth and adapted our forms to the infinite possibilities of the universe, a new frontier lies before us, the mastery of the invisible forces that govern the cosmos itself. From the unseen energies that bind galaxies to the quantum mysteries hidden in every particle, we are no longer just explorers or participants. Now, we are poised to become creators, shapers of our own destiny, transforming our bodies and our essence into something eternal. The journey that began with our quest to survive the harsh environments of distant worlds has led us to a deeper understanding of the universe's fundamental nature. We have learned to harness the energy of stars, manipulate the fabric of spacetime, and transcend the biological limitations of our human origins. The cosmos, once vast and indifferent, now bends to the will of our scientific ingenuity. Through the marriage of advanced technology and the very laws of physics, we stand on the verge of unlocking the ultimate prize, immortality. Our bodies, once fragile and constrained by time, are now vessels of infinite potential. By mastering the building blocks of existence, harnessing quantum fields, manipulating molecular structures, and merging seamlessly with the digital and the biological, we have transcended the natural life cycle. No longer bound to the decay, we have designed bodies capable of regenerating endlessly, adapting to any environment, and even transcending physical form entirely when necessary. Through the power of science, we have learned to manipulate the unseen forces of the universe, allowing us to not only extend our lifespans but to reshape what it means to exist. We now possess the ability to reconstruct ourselves at will, to adapt in real time to any condition. This mastery over the invisible into the cosmos has allowed us to unlock a new form of existence, where death and decay are no longer inevitable. The cosmos has become our playground, a canvas upon which we can create constructively, and evolve without end. We are now beings of energy, light, immortal, ageless, and ever-changing. Our mastery of the universe's deepest mysteries has granted us the power not only to explore the stars but to live among them, forever. Yet this immortality is not the end of our journey, it is the beginning of a new phase of existence. Freed from the limitations of time, we can now focus on the infinite possibilities of what we can become. We are not bound by any singular form or purpose. We can explore consciousness in ways never imagined, merge with other beings, or even create entirely new forms of life. The boundaries of identity, of individuality, and of physical reality itself dissolve as we step into this new era. As we master the invisible force, we not only reshape our bodies but redefine what it means to live. We are now co-creators with the universe, participating in the grand cycle of creation and evolution on a cosmic scale. The stars are no longer distant, they are part of us, as we are part of them. This is our legacy. The final chapter of our evolution is not an end but a new beginning. Immortal, eternal, and boundless, we are now beings of the cosmos, playing with the very forces that once seemed beyond our reach. We have not only adapted to the universe, we have become one with it, forever expanding, forever evolving. In this eternal universe, we are no longer constrained by the visible and the known. From the invisible, we have forged new realities, and through science, we have attained immortality. The endless cosmos is ours to explore, to shape, and to become. This can be our ultimate evolution, our destiny as immortal beings, which we already are as part of the invisible and the visible.
Part 3. The Universe Ethical Laws. Created out of space. Created out of space, the ethical universe. Navigating today's values, rights, and future laws. Introduction. Welcome to Created Out of Space and a journey into the evolving moral frameworks. This audiobook will explore 3 key parts. First, an elaborate discussion on human rights and international law as a foundation for global justice. Second, the ethics of today's world, focusing on environmental sustainability, ethical economics, genetics, and UNESCO's guidelines on AI. And third, a visionary discussion on the ethical laws of the future, what we will call the ethical universe laws, designed to harmonize humanity's actions within the cosmos and the environments.
Part 1: Human Rights and International Law. Chapter 1: The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR. At the core of global ethics lies the concept of human rights. These are fundamental, inalienable rights that every person is entitled to, regardless of nationality, race, gender, or religion. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR, adopted by the United Nations in 1948, serves as a cornerstone of international moral and legal standards. The UDHR outlines key rights, including the right to life, liberty, and security of person, the right to education, freedom of thought and expression, and the right to work under just conditions. These rights are not just ideals, they are practical guidelines for how governments and societies should treat individuals. When we speak of knowing right from wrong, human rights provide a clear moral framework. Human rights are not only about individual freedoms but also about social and economic rights. This includes the right to healthcare, education, and an adequate standard of living. These rights are critical in fostering a just and equitable society where all individuals can thrive. Chapter 2: International Law, the Global Framework for Justice. International law is the backbone of the global order, playing a crucial role in upholding human rights, maintaining peace, and fostering justice among nations. It establishes a set of rules that regulate the behavior of states and international organizations, ensuring that fundamental human rights are respected and that nations cooperate to address global challenges. Without a shared legal framework, the protection of human rights would remain aspirational, lacking the structures needed to hold individuals and states accountable. One of the primary functions of international law is to create mechanisms that allow for the peaceful resolution of disputes between nations, preventing conflicts from escalating into violence. Through international treaties, conventions, and institutions like the International Court of Justice, ICJ, and the United Nations, UN, negotiate differences, and settle legal disputes. These institutions provide the legal and diplomatic frameworks necessary to ensure that states adhere to international norms and agreements, especially in cases involving human rights violations. A key feature of international law is its ability to hold individuals, especially political and military leaders, accountable for crimes. The International Criminal Court, ICC, for example, prosecutes crimes against humanity. This legal innovation marks a significant shift in international ethics, the acknowledgement that sovereignty does not grant immunity from justice. Leaders can no longer commit atrocities with impunity, they can be held accountable by the international community. This reflects an evolution in global morality, where the protection of human rights is prioritized over the absolute authority of the state. One of the most important doctrines of modern international law is the responsibility to protect, R2P. Adopted by the UN in 2005, R2P asserts that when a state fails to protect its population from mass atrocities, the international community has both a moral and legal obligation to intervene. This doctrine has shifted the ethical landscape by emphasizing that the protection of human rights transcends national borders. It challenges the traditional notion of state sovereignty, arguing that sovereignty cannot be a shield for governments to harm their own people. R2P reflects a broader shift in international ethics toward a more interventionist stance, where global responsibility supersedes national interests when gross human rights violations are occurring. It also speaks to the growing interconnectedness of global issues. In an increasingly globalized world, one nation's people impacts the moral conscience and security of the international community. Climate justice and international law. In recent years, international law has also expanded to address one of the greatest ethical challenges of our time, climate change. International agreements, such as the Paris Agreement, aim to create a legally binding framework for reducing carbon emissions, promoting sustainability, and supporting nations. These agreements represent a critical intersection of environmental ethics and international law, reflecting a global consensus that addressing climate change is not just an environmental issue but a moral imperative, and in the future, a cosmic change to be addressed. The future of international law, toward global cooperation. The future of international law lies in deepening global cooperation. As challenges transcend national boundaries, international law must evolve to address these issues. Global governance institutions will need to adapt, expanding their mandates to ensure that human rights are protected in an era of rapid technological and environmental change. Moreover, international law must continue to uphold the dignity of individuals while fostering accountability and justice at all levels of governance. As the global landscape changes, new treaties and legal frameworks will likely emerge to address emerging threats to human rights, whether from artificial intelligence, bioengineering, or other technologies. At the core of these developments will remain the ethical commitment to justice, equity, and the protection of human life and dignity. In summary, international law provides the mechanisms by which human rights are enforced and global justice is pursued. Through institutions like the ICC and frameworks like R2P and the Paris Agreement, international law ensures that states and individuals are held accountable for actions that threaten human dignity, peace, and the environment. By fostering global cooperation and accountability, international law plays an indispensable role in addressing the most pressing ethical challenges of current times.
Part 2. The Ethics of Today's World. Chapter 1. Environmental Sustainability. Today, caring for the Earth is no longer optional. It is a moral duty. Humanity depends on ecosystems that give us air, water, and life itself. Sustainability is not just policy, it is our shared responsibility. Chapter 2. Ethical Reasoning in Economics. Economics is more than profit, it shapes how people live. An ethical economy balances people, planet, and profit. Around the world, the circular economy is showing us a better path where waste becomes resource and growth means stewardship. True prosperity comes when businesses build trust and align with values that serve both humanity and the Earth. Chapter 3. Moral Genetics. Advances in genetics bring both hope and risk. With tools like CRISPR, we can cure diseases that once seemed untouchable. Chapter 4. AI and UNESCO Guidelines. Artificial intelligence is one of the most transformative forces of our age, yet it brings with it serious ethical questions. UNESCO has stepped forward to provide a framework, reminding us that AI must serve humanity while respecting human rights. Transparency, accountability, and fairness are essential so that algorithms do not reinforce inequality, but instead expand opportunity. Emerging ethical values. New values are rising to meet the challenges of our changing world. Digital responsibility calls us to protect privacy, security, and trust in the online sphere. Resilience demands that societies, ecosystems, and individuals learn to adapt to disruption without losing stability. In leadership, empathy is emerging as a compass, reminding those in power to protect the vulnerable and prioritize well-being over profit alone. Ethical consumption challenges each of us to align our choices with fairness and sustainability, while bioethical responsibility ensures that our science advances without sacrificing dignity or ecosystems. And finally, equity in technology access insists that all people, regardless of wealth or origin, must share in the benefits of innovation. Together, these values form a compass for the future, a moral map guiding us toward a more just and sustainable perspective. Part 3. The Laws of the Ethical Universe. Introduction. The expanded moral horizon. As we transition into the final part of this exploration of ethics, we move from established frameworks such as human rights and international law to emerging ethical principles that will shape the future of humanity. In today's world, where technology advances at a rapid pace and our understanding of the cosmos expands, the moral questions we face become increasingly complex and far-reaching. The principles of the laws of the ethical universe offer a new moral framework to guide our actions in relation to the environment, technological innovation, and the universe itself. Chapter 1. Considering all outcomes. The first law of the ethical universe defines the principle of considering the full spectrum of consequences before taking any action. Rooted in the philosophy of do no harm, this principle extends beyond avoiding immediate harm to humans or ecosystems. It challenges us to foresee the long-term impact of our decisions on the broader environment and cosmic balance. Whether it is the development of artificial intelligence or the exploitation of natural resources, this principle calls for a deep, holistic understanding of how these actions shape not only today's world, but also the future landscape of human life and both Earth and the cosmos. Ethical decision-making must therefore evolve into a process of foresight and accountability where the well-being of all living beings is safeguarded. Chapter 2. Knowing right from wrong based on human rights. As we face unexpected advancements in technology, from genetic engineering to artificial intelligence, the second law insists that our moral compass must remain firmly grounded in human rights. The complexity of modern societies can make it easy to lose sight of fundamental human dignity, but these rights provide a stable foundation for ethical reasoning. This principle reminds us that while progress is essential, it should never come at the expense of individual freedoms or human dignity. Every decision, whether in politics, technology, or economics, must be evaluated against the backdrop of fundamental human rights, ensuring that no advancement disrupts the values of justice, liberty, and equality that define our humanity. Chapter 3. Respecting the evolution of the cosmos. The universe is not static, it is an alive, evolving system. The third law of the ethical universe calls for respect for the natural evolution of the cosmos and urges us to evolve harmoniously with it. As humanity ventures into space and manipulates natural laws through technology, we must remain aware that our actions influence this cosmic order. Respecting cosmic evolution requires humility and an acknowledgement that humanity is part of a vast interconnected system. Our technological advancements, whether in space exploration or environmental engineering, should align with cosmic processes rather than disrupt them. This respect for cosmic history compels us to act carefully in how we alter or manipulate planetary and cosmic systems. Whether extracting resources from asteroids or contemplating the colonization of other planets, this principle insists that we safeguard not only the past, but also the potential for future cosmic evolution. Chapter 4. Respect for diversity. All forms of diversity in life, be they biological, cultural, or social, are essential to the strength and resilience of life on Earth. The fourth law of the ethical universe requires profound respect for this diversity, recognizing that every form of life, human or non-human, plays a critical role in the balance of ecosystems and the universe as a whole. Respecting diversity means celebrating the forms of life that define it. This extends to our approach to politics, culture, and the preservation of biodiversity. Every species, every culture, and every ecosystem contributes to the intricate web of existence, and its preservation ensures the balance and harmony necessary for survival. This principle challenges us to reject homogenization and embrace the richness that diversity brings, as it strengthens our capacity to adapt, innovate, and thrive. Chapter 5. Respect for the essence of being human. As technology continues to redefine our world, the final law calls for profound respect for what makes us human. The rapid development of artificial intelligence, genetic modification, and virtual realities must not risk the essence of humanity, our capacity for empathy, creativity, and moral reasoning. This principle urges us to ensure that technological progress complements rather than compromises our humanity, enhancing our potential without eroding the qualities that make us unique. It emphasizes that our advancements should not come at the expense of our ethical integrity or the intrinsic value of human connection. The universe's ethical laws. These universal laws demonstrate how the cosmos fosters ethical behavior and constructive evolution. They suggest that ethical living is not merely a personal or social choice, but a natural alignment with the forces that shape life and progress. Universal laws, physics as the foundation of ethics. The universe operates according to fundamental principles, physical laws that sustain order, balance, and continuity. Yet these same principles extend beyond matter and energy, resonating into the ethical and moral realms. By understanding them first in the context of physics, we see how they provide a foundation for constructive human evolution. Ethics is not a mere invention of society. It is a reflection of the very forces that guide the cosmos. One, the law of cause and effect. Physics, in mechanics, Newton's third law teaches us that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. In thermodynamics and energy systems, cause and effect governs interactions at every scale, from subatomic collisions to galactic dynamics. No event stands alone. Everything produces consequences. Outcome. Human choices follow the same principle. Ethical actions generate constructive results, trust, cooperation, and growth. Unethical actions produce destructive outcomes, conflict, instability, and decay. This law reminds us that accountability is not optional. It is woven into the very fabric of cause and consequence. Two, the law of harmony. Physics. In physics, systems naturally seek equilibrium. Pressure balances, charges neutralize, pendulums return to center. The cosmos itself stabilizes through balance. Gravitational pull counteracts expansion. Ecosystems cycle energy. Stars reach equilibrium between fusion and gravity. Outcome. Disharmony arises when actions disrupt balance. Unethical behavior creates conflict and chaos, disturbing the equilibrium of relationships and societies. Ethical behavior restores alignment, resonating with the universe's inherent tendency toward balance. Three. The law of growth. Physics. Evolution is not only biological but physical. Stars are born, live, and recycle, giving rise to new elements that form planets and life. Entropy increases, yet order emerges through self-organization. Complexity grows as the universe expands. Outcome. In human terms, growth means learning, adapting, and evolving. Ethical behavior accelerates growth by creating environments where diversity, cooperation, and knowledge flourish. Unethical behavior stagnates progress and narrows possibilities. Just as matter evolves into complexity, humanity evolves through ethics. For the law of compensation. Physics. Conservation laws in physics of energy, momentum, and mass show that nothing is lost, only transformed. What is given in one form reappears in another. In ecosystems, energy flows from sun to plants to animals, always compensated in cycles. Outcome. So too with human action. Good deeds, fairness, and respect create lasting abundance, often in unexpected ways. Ethical living ensures that what we invest returns in forms of trust, prosperity, and well-being. Five. The law of the unity of all things. Physics. Quantum physics reveals entanglement, where particles remain connected across vast distances. Cosmology shows us that every atom in our bodies was forged in ancient stars. Gravity links every object in the universe, no matter how far apart. Unity is not metaphor, it is physical reality. Outcome. Our actions ripple through this interconnected web. When we act with care and awareness, we strengthen the collective whole. When we act destructively, we weaken it. Ethics asks us to live in recognition of this deep interconnection. Six. The law of vibration. Physics. At the quantum level, everything vibrates, strings, particles, fields. Even solid matter is in constant motion. Waves propagate energy across space and time, carrying information and connecting phenomena. Outcome. Human actions and intentions carry their own frequency. By aligning ourselves with higher vibrations, constructive, diverse, creative, we resonate with the universe's expansive motion. Seven. The law of correspondence. Physics. The principle as above, so below echoes in science. The structure of galaxies mirrors the clustering of particles. Fractal geometry reveals repeating patterns from clouds to coastlines. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm. Outcome. Just as the universe maintains order at every scale, so too must we. Our small actions mirror larger realities. Ethical living brings our personal microcosm into alignment with the greater macrocosm, ensuring harmony between self, human beings, and cosmos. Closing reflection. From Newtonian action and reaction to quantum entanglement, from conservation laws to cosmic unity, the principles that govern physics also reflect ethics. They reveal that morality is not separate from science, but an extension of the same cosmic order. Ethical behavior is constructive alignment with universal laws. It allows humanity to grow, balance, and evolve not in opposition to the cosmos, but as part of its endless flow. final chapter. The Cosmic Dance of Ethics and Evolution. This final reflection invites us to contemplate the interconnection between ethics, the universe, and our shared destiny, envisioning the future. The universe, in its eternal evolution, propels us toward this state. This is the destiny the cosmos invites us to embrace. This future is not a distant utopia, but the logical outcome of the universe's evolutionary acceleration impulse. The final vision. This is the paradise we seek, a world where humanity, aligned with universal principles, lives in peace and harmony. By participating in this eternal dance, we become co-creators of a universe that reflects the highest ideals of existence. Thank you for joining this journey. May these reflections inspire you to happiness and a better well-being.
Title: Created out of space. From the Big Bang to Eternity. Author: Graciela Vega. Annotations by Angela Ramsier. Copyrights from Graciela Vega. Publisher: Publish Drive.